Hi guys, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us into how to create massive traffic using social media. This is basically tips that we have gathered through years of experience so we can show you how you can make traffic, like how can you create the traffic on your website without spending money on ads, on any paid advertisement, because guess what? There's billions of users in the World Wide Web. And let me tell you something, there's a lot of resources that hopefully after this training you will be able to use. So let's get started. So just I wanted to make sure that there's a very awesome saying, and it's by Winston Churchill. It's one of my favorite characters. And it says, the pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. And now we are facing unprecedented times. We know that with the COVID-19, things are very different than what we used to. But guess what? We are going to find an opportunity, even in this difficult times and odd, if you want to say it, very odd times. So I want you to keep in mind that this is an opportunity that you can seize, and I'm going to show you the material that you can use after the training, and hopefully it will help you create the massive traffic that you want. So the goals of this training, we're gonna touch base at a high level, what it means to be in the web SEO, the web design world. So we're gonna talk about tips on how to make your website stand out, making it more user-friendly. Then we're gonna touch base on Facebook and Instagram, because there's a lot of tips that they're simple, but I noticed that a lot of people miss out on those. So I want to make sure that you cover those when you actually go and do your own marketing. Now, one of the goals of iKnowledge is to actually teach users how to be in control of their marketing, how to be in control of their websites, and how to make sure that they use the best of what technology has to offer. So stay tuned. Like they say, wait, there's more. About me. So I work for iKnowledge and have been 20 years in the IT industry. I graduated in FIU with a bachelor's degree of Management Information System, MIS, which is pretty much a blended course of technology classes with business, which was awesome. And fast forward to today, after certifications and all the credentials that you see, I have worked with amazing teams, including PwC, also Hewlett-Packard, and in also hospitals, like one of them is Carolina's Pediatric Emergency Fellowship, that it's right there, and along with social influencers and South Florida businesses as well. So, all right, so this is important, and I'm gonna move this camera a little bit here to the right. So the social media facts about COVID-19 are very distinct and very different from what we experienced before. If you notice in the graph, this is what people are buying online. Now, this was back on March when we got this graphic. Now, as things start opening up, as you might suspect, all of these lines of products are going to increase. There's going to be more demand for it. It's incredible how something that it really came out of nowhere. I mean, it caught everybody by surprise, changed the whole dynamics of marketing. And that's why I wanted to present this workshop to you to help. And hopefully this is going to give you a direction or a path to move forward and make sure that your business is a success. Okay, so those are the lines that are actually heavily affected. What are they buying online right now? So yes, a lot of Instacart, Amazon, those are the big winners. And you also have like home and garden. A lot of people are staying home, so they're redecorating and organizing everything. Toys and games, yes. I mean, that goes without saying. Like the kids are at home a long time. So yes, we need that for that way they're entertained. Gifts and a specialty. This is important, especially if you have a business that it's in the printing business, or if you do customized gifts for users. Let me tell you now, this is your time to nurture those customers and to make your industry grow, okay? So definitely this is an opportunity for you to start building connections and make sure that your audience knows who you are, what value do you offer, and most importantly, why they should go with you versus anybody else. Right, so the next one. So what are the, I guess, the big effects? Which are the industries that are being affected the most? So here you have it. You have store fixtures and displays, gym bags, swimwear, cameras and equipment and luggage. Again, these are now, because of COVID-19, the industries are affected negatively, but once things start to open up, you're gonna see how everything's gonna be kind of in reverse. Hopefully everything stays everything on the up and up. But in this case, notice how this is an opportunity even for these industries to start making connections in the social media. So it's always an opportunity. Remember, there's always opportunity for everybody. Social media facts during COVID-19, here you have it. So you have the changes to Facebook, and this is, by the way, from Sprout Social. And also you have a graphic with the schedule on kind of like the changes. On the 2020 average is the one that has the stripes. So notice that Wednesday's like a big day for Facebook, according to Sprout Social, which are they're really good. And now because of COVID, now you have all these different dates, maybe more. I actually think that there's more engagement than what the chart shows, but again, I'm sure they took an average of all the different industries and they kind of presenting kind of like their findings in a very summarized way. So you have the same for Instagram. So the changes for Instagrams are very diverse. And so we're gonna actually talk about what are the best ways to engage with your customers or your ideal customers through Facebook, Instagram, and I actually added Pinterest because I think it's fascinating to me how something so simple is so highly effective when it comes to traffic. It's amazing. Now, so at a holistic level, COVID-19 was actually an effective, I guess, an effective tool. And unfortunately, this is something that again came at a cost, at a high cost, but engagement went up to the roof because guess what? People now have more time. They're working from home. They can check your messages and all of the good stuff. You also have mindfulness. Mindfulness meaning that if you look through social media in general, and if you look through the news, if you look through, maybe if you're out and about, you're gonna see how people are actually more mindful about what they eat, the exercise, they're watching more, all of those fundamental things about their body. And that's actually something positive that I've seen. There's a trend that I'm personally seeing. Education, yes, education is also in the highest demand. People are now taking advantage of the time to get educated. Now, I wanna talk about PPC and ads, even though this is a course of free ads, which I promise you I'm gonna cover entirely. The pay-per-click and ads are also at an all-time low, and I'll explain to you why. A lot of these companies like Google, they make a lot of money selling ads or making ads for these big companies, these big corporations. Everybody across the globe, they cut their budgets. They're trying to slim down on expenses. As a result, there's actually less demand on the PPC and the ads. Therefore, now you have a lower cost on this pay-per-click and also Facebook ads and what have you. So, you know, it's always good to make sure that your website is on point, that your marketing is on point before you start spending money on ads, because otherwise you're gonna feel that your money is going nowhere. You're not gonna see results, and that's why we're having this training. This is exactly the picture that I wanted to show you, because many of my previous customers, they come to me and say, oh, I spent thousands of dollars on Facebook ads, and I spent thousands of dollars on social marketing and everything. And I feel like I'm just throwing money everywhere. I'm putting money in different ads and different options, and I don't get results. So yes, you feel like you're shooting in the dark. And one of the main reasons that I've noticed that this is happening is because you want to make sure that you know who's your customer. You want to make sure that whoever it is that your ideal customer, that you know them at a personal level. We're going to touch base on that in more details. So yes, if you feel like this is you, that you're having marketing and you're going in different directions, this is a training that you need to have. So this is one of the first questions that we ask our customers. We are strong believers on an audience analysis. An audience analysis is basically that you're going to ask your customers, or actually write down a list of all of your traits that you want in a customer. For example, let's say that your ideal customer, it's somebody between a certain age range, or they have a particular hobby, geography. We actually offer customer avatar. It's something that we designed that is going to help you put it in writing. It's very important to have it in writing. Here it is. So this is a PDF that we can offer. We can give it to you at no cost, and then you have your avatar name. You actually are required to have a name, to add a picture of it, an age. Yes, you want to have an actual age, and you have all of these demographics that are going to help you become a better marketer. Without this piece of information, you cannot continue with the rest of your marketing, and I'll tell you why. Because this is where the source of the problem is when it comes to marketing a strategy. If you don't know who are you aiming your arrows to, like who are you pointing your marketing to, how are you gonna get results? So this is something that we can definitely help you have, and you can start filling in the blanks. All right, so where is your audience? They are searching for you. Yes, they are. You just gotta let them know that you exist, okay? You also have a Meetup, Facebook groups, and Marketplace. Facebook not only has the groups, I don't know if you guys know, but they have a marketplace that is amazing, and you can actually list your services and products for free. And you have the millions, probably billions of people at this point that might be look at your product, but we're gonna get there. Online ads. So I know Craigslist is one of the big, kind of like the first name, right, that comes up when you're doing online ads. In this case, Craigslist is actually effective for certain things, and I invite you to experiment with anything that has online free ads on it, anything that you can put your word out there, any tool that is going to help you spread the word. If it's free, go for it, and you're gonna see what works and what doesn't as you try different options. You also have referrals and past clients. I should have put this on the beginning of the presentation, because those are the best referrals. Those are the best customers. You want to have a business that feeds mainly on referrals and past customers. I mean, of course, we're gonna use social media to expand on that, but those are actually the ideal customers to me, because the past customers are the ones that you already work with them, you already know who they are, they know you, you know them. And then you have the referrals. Nothing works best than somebody else recommending you, because the person is going to come to you ready to do business. So definitely keep that in mind. And these are actually examples. I'm looking here, like where these are the Facebook ads that we talk about it. But however, I will hold on to that, and I will resort to fine tune your marketing strategy. And you want to fine tune your what it is, who is your target, okay? Before you actually go into the Facebook ad. First, take advantage of the groups, take advantage of the ads before we move forward. What are the most common mistakes when it comes to search engine optimization? So the first one that I've noticed a lot is no target audience. Yes, you're having a website that is confusing. You don't know who are you selling it to, your service, who are you offering, or your message. Then you have brand inconsistency. Basically, that when you navigate through different sites, you're gonna see like different examples, like different letters, different fonts. It's like it's coming from different places. So that's something that needs to be fixed. No call to action. Call to action means when you go to a website, you want to have a message, call now, make an appointment, or get our checklist, or subscribe to our newsletter, something that prompts the user to take action, okay? User experience, make sure that when you build a site, build it as simple as possible for the user in mind. You want the user to navigate flawlessly through your site and find the information in less than 3 clicks. Yes, you heard that right. Make sure that your website, in less than 3 clicks, you're able to actually get to the whatever product you're selling, whatever service you're offering, okay? Pain points. So humans have, for probably forever, or from the beginning of time, they have struggled and they're always searching to improve anything that has to do with their health, with their relationships, let it be family relationships, personal relationships, anything to those lines. And last but not least, wealth, financial status. So you have a status, health, and relationships. If your service is actually geared, is attacking one of those 3 pain points, make sure that you mention and make sure that you elaborate on how are you going to take the user from a state that it's now that they're having a problem, and now and then before they came to you, they were having a struggle with something, and then once you're in the picture, you're going to show them the way, you're going to show them the solution. Like a friend of mine said, you want to make sure that you want to fix a problem that they have, but they don't want, in short. Loading time. So there's tools in actually Google. Google has a Google developer platform that allows you to check the loading time. And yes, replace with valuable content, no fluff, ladies and gentlemen, please. Not wordy websites, something that explains more than it should, doesn't necessarily is the best alternative. You always want to go to the point, clear, concise, and that actually gives good results. This is an example of a website that was presented to me. I actually hit the domain for preserving dignity. I wanted to make sure that the person it's not like all over the place. That's not really a nice thing to do. But in this case, we actually see that there's no call to action. And we also see that there's, we understand that there's assistance, like here, as expert assistance for all other adults. And I'm like, okay, so what kind of assistance? Like, show me an example. Do you have testimonials? Do you have like, you know, a way to, you know, to make me, convince me that you're the best person for the job? So those things seem lacking. And yes, it's a credibility factor that we don't see here. And, but again, we only know like vaguely that they're actually offering expert assistance for older adults. So let's see the next example. Actually, when I checked their graphics, they have no traffic. So there's a lot of work to be done there. But look at this one. This is a website from Great Call. So Great Call, it's basically it's kind of like a live alert, is around the same lines. And notice how they have a call to action right here, call to order right here. They also have relevant information, updated content, coronavirus resources, what we're doing. Also, first thing that caught my attention, by the way, when I look at this website was actually a call to order, and also get help in emergencies, big or small. So we have that as a big plus. And then you have here, Lively Mobile 25% off, limited time offer. That means that actually they're actually having a great strategy, meaning that they are basically doing the sense of urgency. They're using the sense of urgency approach. Okay, so they're telling you, go get it now, if not, you're not gonna get it later. So that's pretty cool. And I like the color scheme. The color is very sharp, but at the same time, it kind of gives a personality. The dark pink and the white with the blue, it actually makes a nice combination with the black. And it tells me right away, I'm looking at the page, and in 3 seconds, I'm seeing what is it that they're doing. I already know in 3 seconds that they're selling a device that can help in emergencies, okay? And say exclusive discount for ARP members. They have all of the elements that a nice website or a very presentable website needs in this case. Now, I went ahead and said, you know what? These guys are killing it. I want to see how much traffic these people got, because everything that you want on the website they have. And guess what? I went through my tool that I went to search for the traffic. They have a lot of amazing organic keywords, 39,000. And look at that, they have 64,223 organic visitors per month. And again, what they're doing is not rocket science, guys. You guys can do it in your own website. All they're doing right here is to actually making the call to action, make it very obvious what are they selling. They actually add the discount, sense of urgency discount. And these are things that you're probably gonna see on every training and every master training out there. You're gonna see all of this, you know, these elements. So if you're gonna start working on those on your website, it's not gonna cost you anything, but at the same time, you're gonna get so much results. You're gonna have a much better traffic, and the most important thing, you're gonna get sales, you're gonna get conversions. That's what you want. That's what we all want. So I'm gonna talk about tips for Instagram and Facebook. So this is the most important tip, because I've seen sites that they're like, they don't make sense. And Instagram, how many followers they have, but like they have a few posts. I don't know, they have like 10, 20 posts, but then they have hundreds of thousands of followers. And it's kind of odd. So people realize those things. Believe it or not, people know when something is not right, and just avoid that at all costs. Then you have better analytics. So if you actually open an Instagram account with Instagram, it's gonna give you a lot of good perks. You wanna add links in your emails, blogs, tutorials. You wanna let the whole wide world know that you're on Instagram and what's your address. Geolocation, it's also good. Basically, your location is when you tag yourself. When you tag the location, you have an Instagram picture. You're taking a selfie with somebody. And then one of the options in Instagram is to add a location. That's a geolocation, okay? Or tagging, geotagging too. Live videos are actually very powerful. I noticed that the live videos always get new followers, or at least get good responses. And I strongly suggest to get the ads going once you know your target, once you study, analyze, dissect your target audience. Once you're at that level that you can almost predict what they do, then you can probably experiment with ads. Okay, and I will do it even then in a conservative manner. This is an example, speaking of that. So in today's marketing, we have influencers versus collabs. So collaborations is nothing more than you have a product. Let me actually give you this example. This one has colorful sunglasses. They have this amazing products. So they want to send this influencer a sample of their product, and then in exchange, they're going to go ahead and have, you know, promotion. They're going to have a lot of engagement. So that's a collaboration, pretty much an exchange of services. She's going to get a free good. They're going to get a free promotion. Those collaborations, they're amazing. I love collaborations because it's always a win-win. However, just make sure that you pick the right partner to collab with, because not everybody's going to benefit. Like, you have to have a lot of things in common in terms of products and who you are. This one is an influencer. So this is plain marketing through your channel. In this case, the Kylie Jenner, I pick her example because she probably is one of the most known figures when it comes to online marketing, and also all the Kardashians empire. Notice that they have, I mean, she had 3,824,000 likes when she posted this product. So that's important to know. Yes, this is costly. And remember, this is a one-time thing, a one-time post, maybe a few times, but they, you know, these are the kind of advertisements that are probably costing hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not more. Tag or IG. So we always have questions about tags. So tags is nothing more than basically keywords that people follow, other users actually following in Instagram. And you have up to 20 hashtags per post. So you can include 20 hashtags in every single post that you have, so which is pretty good. You have a mention. When somebody mentioned you on their Instagram account, you're gonna actually get a notification, and then this is something, starts with an at, and then you put the name of the business, you put the name of the product, and usually when you type on Instagram the name of the product or the business, you're gonna see how it actually comes out automatically. Location tag, yes, we want to add the location, and then the product tags. It's the same as the mentioning. So in this case, you're mentioning a business, you're mentioning a person. In here, you're actually just mentioning a product, like a clothing line, and in this case, Microsoft Excel. All right, so I'm going to show you, I'm just going to stop here, and I'm going to show you how it looks on, hold on one second. Yeah, I want to show you how it looks in action, an Instagram and a Pinterest account. So anyways, Pinterest is going to be a great source of organic traffic. Let me tell you, Pinterest is untapped. It has so much untapped potential. It's amazing. So you do have boards, and in those boards you pin stuff that you find in Pinterest from all over the universe of Pinterest. And then once you have that, you're gonna create, the boards are gonna be created by you, and you're gonna fill them with pins. You also wanna use your analytics, and you wanna connect with any products that you're selling into Pinterest. Most importantly, you wanna interact with other users, like what they post. Same thing with Instagram, by the way. You wanna be engaged, you wanna talk to them, they make the connection, not just say, just like it and just that's it, or thanks. You wanna maybe try to start a conversation and make sure that they, you know, there's a rapport going on. There's a good exchange of ideas, and you're actually getting ahead and getting to know that product, that person, or that brand better. Think before you emit. So you make sure that you have all of these components when you are actually meeting, interacting with anybody, you know, say Facebook, Instagram, even when your blog. So if you have a blog, or if you have an account in other places like Etsy, you wanna use all of these elements, sorry. And you can definitely, I can assure you that these elements are gonna take you places. The action plan. So we have an action plan that is going to get you where you wanna be. You wanna target your audience. You wanna help your website help you. You're gonna include a call to action, and you're gonna navigate through your options, through your social marketing options. Not all of the social marketing options are good for everyone, okay? So make sure that you pick the one that fits your budget, and also that fits your, like, you're gonna like one more than others. Some people love Instagram. I'm more of a Facebook person, but again, everybody's different. And also I love Pinterest. It's so cool. Another thing that you wanna also keep in mind is to know your competitive value. What is so special about you that's different from the rest? Do you provide over the top, you know, customer service? Are you willing to work, I don't know, weekends or odd hours? Or do you offer a product that nobody else has? Or do you offer ideas that no other competitor is offering? So think about those things, because this is where you're actually going to stand out. You want to engage your audience. You want to reply and ask, especially again in reviews, you want to definitely reply and ask questions. Also try to know them better. Try to see who they are, what they do, where they live, or how did they heard about your brand? How did they heard about your website? I mean, I can go on and on, but yes, I will be curious about who they are. You want to refine and repeat what's working? Yes. One of my favorites saying, and I say this probably a lot of times, is like, I mean, don't fix what's not broken. If something is working good for you, actually try to expand on that, try to make it better, try to see how much more can you get out of that. Instead of going different directions, a lot of business, they go 5 different directions and they don't end up doing any of them well. I would say concentrate on 1 or 2 brand or 1 or 2 social platforms, and then you decide from there. Then you can get better at those 2, and then you can add another one and another one. But just do it slowly but surely. This is an example, actually, as it is in Instagram. I love the fact that you have a structure, you have a schedule. This is an example of a social media marketing plan. This is something actually that I loved, and I had it used to, and a client of mine, we tweak it here and there, but this is something that definitely you want to keep on the back of your head. Okay, you want to have a social marketing schedule, and there's plenty. If you go to Pinterest, you're going to have 500 examples of those. You can use this one. We can send you this one if you want, but they're everywhere. But find one that actually suited by you, like it's something that makes sense to you. Now, similar to Hootsuite, when you automate your social media, again, just to recap, make sure you know your target audience. Make sure that you know, or that you pick, or you know very well the social media platform that you're trying to invest your time and possibly money with. Once you have your target audience, your target for social media, and then you have the plan, you have actually a schedule, you have something with structure, then you can jump into the next one, which is automate. So automate is going to make the job easier on you. They have the Hootsuite is one of the popular ones, but you also have Zoho Campaign. It's one of those tools that are very, very handy. I use Zoho Campaigns because it also actually blends with my Zoho invoice. I use Zoho for my invoicing and my accounting. So I'll say, well, it makes sense to use Add Campaign, so I have everything in one place. I log in into one place, and it's very user friendly. I mean, it's really, really robust, very powerful. And it's pretty much like I like to say that it is the competitor of Salesforce. They want to compete with Salesforce, I think. This is just a personal opinion. Yeah, I'm not related in no shape or form with Zoho, but definitely this is something that is gonna make your life easier because you want to automate whatever you're doing in social media. Okay. Yes. So the next step is that you want to go for it. You want to have imperfect actions that beats perfect inaction. Super important for you to make sure that whatever you do not wait for it to be perfect. It will never be perfect. And what I mean by that is that when you launch a product, when you launch something, as long as it is presentable, you're happy the way it looks, yes, you're always going to have room for improvement. We agree. And it's always good to strive for better. Absolutely. But don't let time pass waiting for the moment that's going to be perfect. Actually, I got an email today from like one of the marketing emails from Jasmine Star. She's a very, very powerful Instagram influencer. You can check her out too. And she's very, she said something very true. It says, she actually said, perfection is procrastination in disguise. Yes, perfection is one of those things that, no, I'm waiting for this to be better. I'm waiting to do this for this to be a certain way. Guys, don't sweat it. Try it. If it doesn't work, repeat. Trust me, customers are going to be happy that they hear from you. And every time that you do something or every time that you reach out to them, it's going to get better. Here are the examples that I wanted to show you earlier. This is one of my clients with Leon Brooks. She's a social influencer, and she actually has a lot of engagement. Not only because of the followers that she's getting, but also the content. The type of content is very, very nice. I'm gonna just double click on one of her links, and I'm going to log in now. So basically, she concentrates on lifestyles, and she concentrates on all of this, like food, traveling, lifestyle, which does very well, by the way, on Instagram. If you are into food, if you are into services, even like printing services, definitely you wanna you want to go for it. So, okay, so basically these are the likes. I'm going to just click on one picture. Okay. Hold on, guys. So I'm going to go back to my previous page. So, okay. So these are the comments. So there's a lot of engagement here. Hashtags, these are the hashtags that we talk about. Okay, she put Zara. These are the brands that she's wearing. And then you also have the actually where she got the picture from, which is awesome. Again, don't ever forget to geotag your post. Look at that. Okay, let me see 1 second. All right, so imperfect action beats perfect inaction. So this is one of the, again, like I mentioned this, I'm actually going to share this one, the links and resources, okay? I am gonna try to share the other screen where we have the, turn this past window to the window to the front, okay? Hopefully you guys can see it. Okay. All right, so after a few technical glitches, we are back. So here's one of her posts, and this is it, the location. That's amazing. So she's mentioning the place, Montage Palomero Bluff. Her hashtags right here, very nice stuff. And last but not least, in her profile, she has her website. So this is the things that you can start doing, and maybe follow other Instagram people that you are like fanatics that you enjoy watching, or see what they say. Like you want to study what other Instagram users are doing that are getting a lot of followers or engagement. I think that probably will be one of the best advices in Instagram. Be you, be authentic, but at the same time, see what other people are doing that is working for them, and you'll never know. Be an amazing journey. So this is Pinterest. I wanted to show you one thing on Pinterest because this is actually very interesting to me. So even though, and I don't do this, I don't do any advertisement, guys. Everything here is organic. So yeah, it's only 14 followers. I'm like, you know what? But I want to know how many people actually see my stuff. I was shocked because even at 14 followers, so people can enjoy your comment or what you put on your Pinterest, but they don't have to follow you necessarily. They can like, oh wow, let me check this, let me check that. So what happened is that Pinterest is like a source of information. You put your graphic in there, people click on it, and they take you to your website. So I'm gonna show you an example. It's loading right now. Give me a second because I wanna show you something really, really cool. I don't have any ads. I know if you make ads, there's a way of putting the ads that you can do great results. My advice, once again, please do not run before you start crawling and walking. So get Pinterest as a user. Get used to getting boards, get used to actually get the feel of Pinterest before you start advertising in it, okay? I'm telling you, it's gonna be way better and you're gonna be happier because you're saving your money, but at the same time, you're learning how something works. So I'm gonna go to acknowledge. Sorry, it's taking a long time to share. There you go. So this is like an analysis of who my audience is. It's amazing. You have also age groups and genders. Again, all I did was I opened my account in Pinterest. I started posting content, and I start. I mean, seriously, I just start putting content, things that I put on my own. I connected stuff that I have on my own. I put it in there, and it's like it's a database of information because you also see very good advice in here. You see a really good content and articles, It's not costing you anything, but at the same time, you are creating traffic for your own brand. So it's a win-win. I want to show you in the last, there you go. So all of this is actually organic. So in the last 30 days, 4,742 impressions, meaning imagine you have a store, imagine you have a retail store somewhere, and basically your store has been seen, people have looked through your content or browsed through your store 4,000 times. So it's amazing. And actually, if you do it through all, there's an option that you do it through like through the whole year, and then you have all of this organic. Everything here is organic. So let me show you, so you know that this is organic, $0, nada, no dinero. I did not spend anything on it. 4,742. That was pretty cool. All right, so definitely Pinterest is an untapped source of unlimited traffic, and I'm going to actually, I'm screen sharing, that's good. So I'm gonna just leave this presentation with this information. Again, our goal is to train technology. We love technology and we love teaching, so we merge those two together. iKnowledge was born. You can check us out at iknowledgeschool.com. We can teach you how to start your social media marketing. We can even show you how to find your ideal customer avatar. If you let us help you with just that alone, everything else you can pretty much, I mean, with guidance, you can do it on your own, and definitely will be a great start for your social media, massive traffic journey. All right, so thank you so much for this, for your time, for your support, and we're ready. We look forward to offering more videos and more trainings. And once again, please stay safe, strong, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.